Hello there. Do you, like so many of us, cherish that warm, comforting cup of tea? Perhaps it's the very first thing you reach for to gently greet the day, or maybe it's your quiet companion in the afternoon. It's a ritual, isn't it? A simple pleasure. But what if I told you that the timing of this seemingly innocent habit could be the difference between feeling good and unknowingly causing your body a bit of trouble? We often think of tea as universally gentle, a natural friend to our health. And for many, it is. But as our bodies wisely navigate the years, they also become more attuned, more sensitive. What worked effortlessly in our younger days might need a little rethinking now. Are you finding that some days you feel a bit off after your morning cuppa? A little queasy perhaps, or maybe even a touch lightheaded? You see, the truth is, not all teas play nice when your stomach is empty. Some of those very natural compounds that give tea its character can become surprisingly disruptive without food to act as a buffer. It's not about the tea being bad, it's about understanding how and when it interacts with our unique senior physiology. We're not just talking about a little indigestion. For some, it could mean an unexpected dip in blood pressure, a flare-up of acid reflux, or even an unsettling shakiness. Is that really the calm and focus you were hoping for? I don't think so. But here's the encouraging part. On the flip side, there are teas that truly blossom, offering their best benefits when enjoyed after you've eaten. These are the teas that can beautifully support your digestion, calm your nerves, and even help keep things like blood sugar in a healthier balance. All incredibly important for us. So today we're going to explore this a bit, much like we've looked at how certain vitamins can be misunderstood. We'll delve into some popular teas, a few you might want to reconsider having on an empty stomach, and several others that could become your new best friends after a meal. You might be quite surprised by what we uncover. It's often these simple shifts in timing, these little bits of knowledge that can make a world of difference to your daily comfort and energy. Ready to take a closer look? Let's begin with those teas that might need a more thoughtful approach. Many of us have made black tea our morning staple, haven't we? It's robust, it's warming, and it offers that gentle nudge of energy. It often feels like a kinder alternative to coffee, especially if we're trying to be mindful of caffeine. But could this familiar friend be quietly stirring up trouble if it's the first thing to hit your stomach? The challenge often lies with compounds called tannins. These are what give black tea its distinct, slightly astringent flavor. Now, tannins aren't inherently bad, but when they encounter an empty stomach, particularly one that might already be a bit sensitive, they can stimulate an increase in stomach acid. What does that feel like? For some, it's that uncomfortable burn, a bit of nausea, or even mild cramps. Does that sound familiar after your morning brew? You might have chalked it up to something else, but your tea could be the hidden culprit. And it's not just about acid. Seniors who are already managing conditions like acid reflux or gastritis might find their symptoms are aggravated, all without realizing their beloved tea is playing a part. Then there's the caffeine. While less than coffee, it's still enough to give your system a jolt. Without food as a buffer, this stimulation can sometimes feel less like a gentle awakening and more like a sudden shake-up, potentially leading to jitteriness or even a fleeting, racing heart. Have you ever felt that and wondered why? There's another subtle point: nutrient absorption. Those same tannins can bind to certain minerals, like iron, especially the non-heme iron found in plant foods. If your iron levels are already a concern, and for many seniors they can be, drinking black tea on an empty stomach might subtly reduce how much of this vital nutrient your body actually gets. It's these little things that can add up, isn't it? So what's the answer? Do you have to give up your black tea? Not at all. The solution is often beautifully simple. Just wait until after you've had a little something to eat, even a piece of toast, a small bowl of oatmeal, or a few bites of fruit can make a significant difference, allowing you to enjoy the flavor and warmth without the unwelcome side effects. It's about working with your body, not against it. Green tea. It's lauded far and wide as a powerhouse of health, brimming with antioxidants and all sorts of beneficial compounds. Many of us, especially as we focus more on our well-being, have embraced it, perhaps even as a morning ritual. But could this celebrated brew also have a less than ideal side if consumed on an empty stomach? Much like its cousin, black tea, green tea also contains tannins. And yes, even in this healthier option, those tannins can irritate an empty stomach lining, potentially leading to increased acid, nausea, or that general sour feeling. If you have a sensitive digestive system, or if you've noticed these feelings before, it's worth considering the timing of your green tea. It's easy to assume something so good for you can do no harm, but our bodies have their own rules, don't they? Then there's the caffeine aspect again. While often perceived as gentler, the caffeine in green tea still enters your bloodstream more rapidly and can hit a bit harder when your stomach is empty. Have you ever felt a subtle but nagging rise in anxiety, a bit of restlessness, or even a slight shakiness after your morning green tea? It's easy to dismiss these as just getting older, but could it be, in reality, simply a matter of when you're drinking it? Some individuals also report a fleeting dizziness or lightheadedness. This might be connected to green tea's mild blood pressure lowering effect, generally a good thing. But on an empty stomach, particularly if you're a little dehydrated or your blood sugar is already on the lower side, this beneficial effect might just dip you a bit too low, too fast, leading to a temporary wobble in your energy or stability. It's all about that delicate balance, isn't it? And like black tea, we must remember the potential interference with iron absorption due to tannins. It's a quiet, cumulative effect, but one worth noting if iron is a nutrient you're carefully managing. So the takeaway here isn't to shun green tea, but to perhaps enjoy its many virtues after a light meal, allowing your body to embrace its benefits more comfortably. Peppermint tea. Many of us reach for it instinctively when we think of soothing an upset stomach, easing bloating, or finding a moment of calm. Its cooling aroma and gentle reputation make it a go-to, especially for seniors seeking natural relief. But here's a surprising thought. Could this trusted soother actually backfire if it's the very first thing you drink in the morning, before any food? The magic of peppermint lies in its ability to relax the muscles of our gastrointestinal tract. This is wonderful when there's food being digested. But if there's no food in the system, that same relaxation can affect the lower esophageal sphincter, that little gatekeeper muscle that prevents stomach acid from traveling upwards. If it relaxes too much too soon, hello, acid reflux. For seniors already navigating heartburn or GERD, drinking peppermint tea on an empty stomach might, paradoxically, make those symptoms worse, not better. Isn't that an unexpected twist? The very cooling sensation that we find so calming can also be a bit deceptive on an empty stomach. It might numb or mask subtle hunger cues or mild discomfort, but it doesn't resolve any underlying need for nourishment. If that soothing cup of tea inadvertently leads to you delaying or skipping breakfast, that can domino into low energy, lightheadedness, or simply not getting the nutrients your body needs to thrive. What starts as a quest for comfort could quietly become a digestive stressor. It's not that peppermint tea is harmful, far from it. It truly shines when used thoughtfully. Enjoyed after a meal, it can be a fantastic aid for digestion, helping to ease gas and promote comfort. But as that first thing in the morning beverage, especially on its own, its powerful relaxing effects might just be mistimed for your system. Perhaps shifting that refreshing cup to after lunch or dinner could make all the difference. Now, let's turn our attention to the brighter side. The teas that are not just safe, but can be wonderfully beneficial when enjoyed after a meal. These are the brews that work in harmony with your body's natural post-meal rhythms. Chamomile. The name itself sounds gentle, doesn't it? For centuries, it's been cherished as a calming brew, often associated with winding down before sleep. But for us seniors, chamomile's true brilliance might just be unveiled in what it can do after we've enjoyed a meal. This lovely tea contains natural compounds like apigenin, which have gentle antispasmodic and anti-inflammatory properties. What does this mean for you after eating, especially if the meal was a bit rich or you ate a little too quickly? It means chamomile can help relax the muscles in your digestive tract. The result? Potentially less bloating, less discomfort, and a smoother, happier digestive journey. It's like a gentle internal massage. What makes chamomile so ideal after meals isn't just what it relieves, but how quietly and gently it works. It doesn't force or overstimulate. Instead, it soothes. For those of us who experience a bit of sensitivity after eating, perhaps mild indigestion or that too full feeling, a warm cup of chamomile can bring a lovely sense of balance without putting any undue strain on the system. And there's an emotional component too, isn't there? After a meal, our bodies naturally want to shift into that rest and digest mode. Chamomile beautifully supports this transition by helping to calm the nervous system. If you tend to feel a bit of post-meal tension or rush, sipping chamomile can be a wonderful signal to slow down, allowing your body to process your food more effectively and promoting a sense of calm that truly aids digestion. So, as we've journeyed through these different teas and their timings, what's the main takeaway? It's not about rigid rules or giving up something you love. It's about empowerment through understanding. It's recognizing that as we age, our bodies communicate with us differently, and listening to those signals is key. That black tea you love, it can still be part of your day, just perhaps not the very first part. That green tea with all its antioxidants, wonderful after a light bite. The principle is simple. Food provides a buffer, a foundation that allows these teas to offer their benefits without overwhelming a more sensitive system. And those after-meal teas, they become true allies, enhancing digestion and promoting calm. Think of it like this. You wouldn't take certain medications on an empty stomach, would you? Because you understand they work best with food. It's a similar wisdom with some of these natural plant compounds in teas. Small adjustments, like shifting when you enjoy your favorite brew, can lead to noticeable improvements in your daily comfort, energy, and overall well-being. It's about making your rituals work for you, not against you. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Has any of this resonated? Perhaps you've experienced some of these effects yourself and never quite made the connection. Or maybe there's a tea timing tip you've discovered that works wonders for you. Take a moment to reflect. What's one small adjustment you might consider making, or one new tea you might try after a meal based on what we've discussed today? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. Your experiences and insights are so valuable to our community here, and we can all learn from each other. If you found this information helpful, and if it's inspired you to think a little differently about your daily cup, please do give this video a thumbs up, a 1 in the comments if it helped, or a 0 if not. All feedback helps us. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more insights into living your healthiest, most vibrant life, especially as we navigate these wonderful golden years. Thank you for joining me today. Here's to many more comforting, well-timed cups of tea, and to feeling your absolute best every single day.